What's up, gang? My name is Jacqueline Gadimeng, also known as Jackie. Welcome to the I Am One YouTube channel, which is a channel all about self-love and self-understanding through astrology and spirituality, baby. If you are a returning subscriber, this was up, gang. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you are notified every single time when I drop a video, and then you can join the gang movement on our way to self-development and being the best version of ourselves, honey. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the sun sign in Virgo because it is the sixth zodiac sign and it rules over the sixth house. So without wasting time, let's get into it. Intro. First of all, I just want to address that my best friend is a Virgo, so I might be biased in this video, but it is what it is. Like, I love my Virgos. Like, I love Virgos, which is just like extra. Like, when a person says Virgo, I just think, oh my god, we're gonna get along so well. But anyway, let me get into this video because I want to be like, talking about my best friend all the time, but I love you, ho.
5 minutes later.
Virgos are mutable signs. So mutable sign basically means that your birthday takes place at the end of the season. Mutable sign also means that you are constantly changing. You can easily adapt to any environment in any situation, like a chameleon, like, you know what I mean?
I know that's right.
Okay, so Virgos like to put out this facade or this persona that they like have everything under control, they're cool, calm, and collected, but internally they go through like nervous breakdowns and anxiety, and Virgo always has a desire to just always be busy, like just devoting their time and effort into their work and just like rearranging things, organizing things. Virgos can also like turn to suffer from a lot of OCD because they also just such perfectionists, so they want specific things to be in a specific way, and that is also that mutable energy, like just always wanting to be busy and doing something, because being stationary and just like not doing anything or feeling stuck makes you go crazy, and you could go through like all these mental illnesses like anxiety and all of that. Because Virgo, it is the sign of work, you tend to put your 100% in your work. Like you put 100%, you don't play, and you also put 100% in your personal life. Like you when I think of Virgo, I think of Beyonce. I'm sorry, like, like they give 100% in such a way that they do not mind practicing until something is perfect, or at least half of what they want it to look like. Not even half, like it has to be 100% how they want it to look like. Like I was lying. I was lying. It's 100%, like not even 99.9, like no, And this actually reminds me of when Beyonce fired someone on stage. Michael Jackson was also a Virgo. May his soul rest in peace. That nigga fired someone on stage. Because that person fucked up the whole perfectionistic view of what they wanted the concert to be. Like, how do you fire somebody on stage? That's Virgo energy. That's all I'm saying. So people under the sun sign Virgo are ruled by planet Mercury alongside Gemini. So Mercury, it is the planet of intellectualizing things, logic, understanding, teaching, communication, skills, the mind, thoughts, so this basically means that Virgos are going to have minds that are constantly racing. Like your mind is always racing, but unlike the Gemini, which is an air sign, your mind is more structured because you are an earth sign. So Mercury is a planet of intellectualizing and analyzing things, and this can be seen from a Virgo personality, but not really seen, because Virgos like to put out like a whole persona, and they do not like people to know who they really are. That's why you find that Virgos turn to be like shy or seem shy, because they're not shy. They like to seem shy. They like to seem like quiet, and like they do not know what is happening. They like to seem dumb, but trust me, for they are ruled by Mercury, the planet of the mind. They're not dumb. They see everything that is happening. So don't believe everything that you see with the Virgos. That's all I'm saying, you know. They are always taking in the environment. They're always aware of the people that are around them. They're always studying people. And when it comes to intellectualizing things, they love reading books and just absorbing the information and just understanding it. And remember that a Virgo's mind is very structured. It's not like witty and all over the place. It's like very like practical. So they're really smart. They just don't show it, or they just don't access that part of them so much if they not seem intellectual, or maybe they just don't want you to know, like, but they are very smart. So because they're very analytical, they tend to see problems that other people do not see, or they tend to know how to solve problems that other people don't know how to solve. Like they can get to the bottom of a lot of things. Like a lot of things. I don't want you to think that they dumb. They not dumb, okay? Like like that's all I'm saying. Okay, so because you're ruled by planet Mercury, which rules over communication is connected to our hearing, so you're a good listener, and also you have the intellectual capacity to hold information. You have a good memory and a crystal clear thinking. So this makes people drawn to you for advice, because you know how to detect a problem. You know how to detect to take a problem and find a solution because of your intellectual capacity.
Your problem is solved. Carry on.
You're naturally good at communication because you're very structured with your communication. You think before you speak. You don't just like blab and all of that, you know. You're good at communication in such a way that you can hold a conversation. You can start a conversation. Like you are so aware of your environment and the people in your environment that it's easy for you to start a conversation because you already understand the environment and the people that are around you. Like it's not hard for you to like start talking. So I said that Virgos are like seem shy and, you know, like dumb and all of that, but that doesn't mean that they're not gonna voice out their opinion when they feel like it, like, or when they feel like they are pushed like to the corner. Like they will defend themselves. Like they are not one to just let you walk all over them, especially when they can use their voice to defend themselves. Like they will defend themselves and who they are if they are backed into a corner. So don't try a Virgo, because just because they are sweet and all of that don't mean that you can just like walk all over them.
I think the fuck not.
Okay, so Virgos are earth signs. So I said that I'm gonna get into the earth element of your personality. So like I said, earth means that you're very practical. Earth is very structured. It's practical. Earth hardly moves. So you, as much as you are constantly changing and all of that, it is hard for people to change your opinion about something, because you come to a conclusion based on experience and facts and you know, concrete evidence and all of these things, because you are an earth sign. So if someone is going to try to change your mind or change your perspective, they need to come with something that can counter your perspective or the experience that you already had and the facts that you already hold. You know, you are a practical thinker, like I said. So you're a person that, like, you are very practical with your goals. You're practical with how to get there. You're a person that you do not mind setting out routines for yourself, because you understand that it is the small day-to-day things that we do, like waking up at a certain time, eating certain food, exercising, meditation, and all of these small elements that most of us ignore, that are actually the reason behind success. So you understand that, and you do not have a problem with like setting out routines and following through with them in order to reach your acquired success or desired success. So like I said, Earth does not really change. It changes over time, but it takes time. So you're a person that is very patient. Like, you do not rush things. You like to take your time because you understand that, patience is the root of all success. You know what I mean? You are a very ambitious person, especially when it comes to money, because you're an earth sign. Earth is about resources. Earth is about money. It's about wealth, right? So you're very ambitious when it comes to your wealth, although you might not express it as much. You're also ambitious with your wisdom. You like learning. You like exploring your intellectual capacity, your mind, how far your mind can go. So Virgos talk less and do more, and this is because when we talk about things, we actually don't do them. Like, when we say we're gonna do things, it's like we excrete all of the energy that we need to put in the action, and then it's just out there, and then we feel like we don't want to do them anymore, or we just don't have the energy anymore. And that's why you find most people who talk about things that they want to do or they are going to do, they end up not doing them. So Virgo understands this, and they are very goal orientated. Like I said, you do not mind following up with a routine or things that you need to do to be successful. You are a person that is very disciplined, and your biggest challenge could be resting, taking a break, because you prefer to be very self-sufficient. Going back to the fact that Virgo, it is the harvest. It's about harvest. It's about reaping what you're sowing. So in the process of reaping what you have sown, there is like the action and taking care of the plant that you have planted. So that is where the Virgo energy comes from. So what I would suggest is that there's nothing wrong with resting and taking a break.
So there you go. I said what I said, and I meant what I said, because I said what I said.
If you look at Earth, right, Earth has a certain structure to it. Like, there's certain things that we cannot change. Like, for example, when winter is going to happen, when summer is going to happen, when the sun is going to come out, and all of those things, because those are things that were put in place so that they happen regardless of any type of change. So because Virgo, you are constantly changing, your mutable sign, like I said, you prefer to have planning and detail, so that if things do go wrong, they do not go wrong to such a point where your idea of perfection is like now at a 50%. Like, you aim for that 110%, so you can at least get like 100%, right? So this makes you like very orientated into the details. I'm gonna refer to Beyonce a lot, because I feel like she has reached the pinnacle of what a successful Virgo can look like, or would look like. How detailed she is. Like, she literally controls everything, from the structure of the stage to the type of dancers to the outfits to the makeup to the hair to everything, because it's a Virgo's personality to want to control every part of it so that it can look as perfect as they imagined it. Okay, so when it comes to Earth, right, so if you take a rock and you put it like in a specific place, it's not gonna move, because unless somebody comes and moves it. But like, let's just imagine it's a big rock or mountain, right? It's not gonna move. So that is a Virgo personality. They're very dependable. Like, they're not people that will tomorrow change their minds about how they feel about you and all of that, unless they've been thinking about it. So it's not them changing their mind overnight, but they take time to change. They're very dependable. Like, you can really depend on them for like anything. and they'll always be there for you. They actually feel bad when they cannot be there for you because they are so like caring and like nurturing. Going back to harvest, like harvest, which is the plants, they nurture us, they take care of us, right? So that is a Virgo personality. So Virgos are earth signs, right? So they are not like very touchy or affectionate with their love. You have to understand their love language, which is they're not gonna be like all over your face and all of that. They're gonna be practical with how they show you their love. They like very giving. Earth is very giving. Earth gives us life, resources. It gives us, like I said, the food and all of those things. So Virgos will show their love in terms of service, being there for you, caring for you, doing small like gestures of service, taking care of something for you, cooking for you, like something that they can do for you instead of like sitting there. They will definitely cuddle with you. I'm not saying they're not gonna cuddle, but that's just not how they express their love. So the earth element in their personality makes them very skeptical. So they do not really believe something that they heard, or they like hearsay. They are people that love concrete evidence. Okay. So because you rule over the nervous system, which filters out all the toxins and leaves the nutrients and the good stuff, you tend to be really nitpicky with the friends that you have, your relationships, the people you interact with. You just don't like being with just anybody. Also, you tend to be very like I said, a lot of Virgos might suffer from OCD because you have a specific way in which you want to do things, and you like placing things in a specific way, and all of those things, because you are there to bring out the goodness in a lot of things, and you don't like being in a place that is very claustrophobic, or that cannot let your mind flow in like a correct way. You tend to also be very critical, with other people, and people might like feel bad because like you can be very critical, like very critical, and expect a lot from people, and some people might take an offense to that, but I'm just here to tell you that you shouldn't take an offense to it. They are literally trying to help. Like, people can perceive you as somebody that is very fussy and just like trying too much, and that's because you're trying to help. Like, you're literally trying to help. You see the problem. I mean, like, when you see the problem, it's hard to not see the problem because you see the problem, right? So people must just understand that you are going to see the problem and you are going to try to fix the problem. And sometimes I could suggest that some people don't like being told what to do, so you can just like take a step back sometimes. But I personally do not mind it because, like I said, I have a Virgo friend. I actually go to her for her to filter out the bullshit in my life so that I know where to focus. And there's always a brighter side with a Virgo, because it is actually the light of all the zodiac signs, and Scorpio being the darkness, and Libra being the balance of the two, right? The yin and the yang. So they see the light side and they want to bring the light side out of every situation. And that can not always, like, people, like I said, people are not going to receive your personality the way you want it to. Like, just like some other people are not going to receive my personality the way I want them to, and some people are going to like your personality, right? So you can also just find a balance in between being your true authentic self and understanding that some people are not going to receive that side of you gently and lovingly like I do, right? Because you also rule over intellect, you don't like people that are dumb or like just choose to not like think, like you like people that can stimulate your mind, that can have conversations that flow, like people who are naturally smart. And when it comes to guys or girls or men or women, you usually attracted to people that dress neat, you know, that are classy. Like, they don't have to be classy in the sense that they wear suits and all of these things, but they need to be able to like dress and just be clean, have a clean look, clean cut, clean. Like, clean is very important to you. Like, you don't like messy, you know. And even when it comes to like relationships, you don't like messy things, you like clean things. You know, like clean slate. Okay, so because you rule over the intestines, it is very vital for a Virgo personality to take care of their health in terms of what you eat. But I'm not really like nervous about this or concerned about it, because most Virgos tend to go towards like eating habits like being vegetarian, vegan, going on a keto a challenge, or any of that. And Virgo people love also taking care of their body, in a sense that they will do yoga, exercising, you know, things that like will make them feel good. And if you're not doing any of these challenges, that's probably why you might be anxious and all of that, because like I said, Virgos tend to be very anxious and nervous when they are not doing anything and then they're just stationary, you know. Like, you need to have a productive day as a Virgo. That is very important for you and your personality and your well-being. So because the intestines filter out the toxins and bring out the nutrients, Virgos are tend to like be attracted to men that they can fix, or people that they feel like they need help, you know. Like, because you're also empaths, you know, you just want to be there for people. You want to, you know, you see, when you look at someone, you see their greatest potential. So you want to bring out that side of them, because you understand how big they can be or how great they can be. And you turn to also, now that's where the criticism comes in, and they're trying to fix. Some people don't want to be fixed, you know. Some people are just happy with how they are, even if their life might seem so toxic. So Virgo is represented by the Virgin, right? Because every zodiac sign is represented by a certain animal, even though like Virgos are not, like, virgins are not animals. But you get what I'm trying to say. We mammals, right? So the Virgin represents purity of emotions and intentions. So you're not one to try to like manipulate people into, although Virgos can be very manipulative because they ruled by Mercury, right? And Mercury, it is the trickster. And I don't know why I forgot that part, because that part kills me. You know, like, Mercury is the trickster, y'all. Like, Virgos are so perfect, and they know how to put out the perfect persona, right? A perfect facade, right? And make you think that they're so perfect. And they know how to trick you. They know how to make you believe that something is something that it's probably not. Like, they know how to get into your head and finesse you with their charm, because Mercury is also very charming. Like, it's so funny because I've seen it happen. It's like oh my god, like, it was just so funny. But they know how to get into your head, you know, and they are very intellectual, so they already know how to you think. They're very analytical, so they already know you and your personality and how you are, and with their communication, because they're like so smooth, and they know how to, like, you know, change their voice so that, oh wow, like Virgos are the death of people. But anyway, going back to the Virgin, you're not one to like try to do bad things to other people in order to get by or to achieve the things that you want. Like, you are all about like pure work. So that's the purity part of it. Although you can be like a trickster and a manipulator and all of those things, it's just to get your way, but not harming anyone, you know. Although people can get hurt, but I think getting hurt is inevitable. Like, people are gonna get hurt. I'm not saying hurt people, I'm just saying that it's gonna happen. So Virgos have a feminine energy, you know, like the Virgin, right? So this makes you very attractive, So being attractive and having feminine energy could mean attracting things into your life, whether it is a relationship, whether it's money or whatever, and as an earth sign, you are most likely to be able to attract the luxuries and earthly things much easier, because not only are you an earth sign, but you're also like a feminine. You have a high level of feminine energy within yourself to attract the things that you want. And you do not have to be a female to have feminine energy. We all have the duality of feminine and masculine energies within us, because we live in a world of duality, you know what I mean. And this is one of the reasons your love language is service and giving to others and giving back, and like showing your love through service. I don't know how much to stress this, but you show a lot of love through service. Like if somebody wants to know how much you love them, it's by the things that you give, whether it's like getting a thoughtful gift, and thinking about a thoughtful gift. So I'm a collector of coins, right? I like collecting coins. So, and I'm also a Scorpio water sign, right? So my Virgo friend, once upon a time on my birthday, I bought her like, because I had money, so I bought her things. And at the time she did not have money. And when my birthday came, she didn't have money. Baby girl was broke. Anyway, so she got me she got me seashells, right? I was just like, oh my god. And then she also got me coins, like the coins that I like usually get. Apparently she collected them. I think there were like 5 of them. I was just like, I was like, oh my god. And like I don't know what to say. Like it was not like she didn't spend money to get those things. She once went to the ocean and she got those for me, and when she gave me, I was just like, oh my god, it's so thoughtful, right? So not everybody's gonna get that about you, right? But the people that do are gonna appreciate it the same way I appreciated it. Like even now it still gives me goosebumps, because I'm just like, baby girl, how did you know?
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost.
Yeah, so that is your act of service. You're not about spending large. You value money, but at the same time you are very thoughtful. You listen, you're a good listener, good communicator, and all of that. I hope this video makes you feel good, because I feel good right now, because I just thought about that. I was like, Virgos, we need you in our lives, period. I don't care what nobody says. I need you.
I said what I said.
So the Virgin is all about peace, right? Giving peace to people and all of that, because like I said, you are the light. So, but that don't mean that when people step on top of your toes, you're gonna let them. No, you always make sure that you leave conflict. You don't start a fight, you leave conflict. Like you'll try to neutralize the situation. But if it gets too lit, you'll defend yourself. I mean, like who wouldn't? Who wouldn't, bruh? Like, who wouldn't?
If I'm mad, leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, so your polar opposite is Pisces. So polar opposite basically mean on the astrological wheel, we have 12 zodiac signs and you are the 6th zodiac sign, and Pisces is going to be the opposite, which is the 12 zodiac sign, like a clock, 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. So this means that you're going to have similarities and opposites of a Pisces, right? Pisces energy. So Pisces is known as the sign of illusion, self-deception, dreams, and the 5D realm. So you might find yourself being in your head a lot about the elusive part of perfection, right? Because I said perfection is a state of mind, it's not reality. So you should be very careful on what you think perfection should look like, and be very, very realistic with it. And just being realistic, just, I'm not saying that do not dream or do not dream of the highest form of perfection, but just like find the balance between reality and what is actually an illusion, right? Don't get stuck in your head so much that you become become depressed because you do not exceed the level of perfection that you feel like you can, like whether it's your personality, whether it's how you look, and all of those things, because you can find yourself chasing an illusion, like something that's not real. Like, girl, it's not real. Baby boy, it's not real. Okay, be realistic of the expectations that you put on yourself and the expectations that you put on others, because Virgos tend to like be so hard on other people, and other people don't understand that they also are hard on themselves, and you tend to be like criticize yourself so much that you cannot, like, somebody else should not criticize you, because you criticize yourself way too much, right? As much as you criticize other people, you criticize yourself. So just understand that it's okay to not be perfect sometimes, you know, like it's okay to have flaws. Like, you are light and you always want to be seen as light, but the darkness, which is our flaws and our imperfections, also needs, you know, it's like it's our shadow self. It's like you need to have the balance inside of you, and that balance is actually what is perfect, because nobody's really that perfect. We all have flaws that we probably don't talk about, but they're there, and it's okay, you know, because that's how creator, source, divine, source, Allah, you know, whoever you see your higher self as, universe created us. We have 3 development of the star signs, which is the child, the teenager, and the adult. So the first 4 will fall under the children of the star signs, and the second 4, which is you are part of the second 4, will fall under the teenagers. So this means that you're going to have characteristics of a teenager, which are, you are very rebellious. As much as you are kind, gentle, serving, you have a rebellious energy inside of you that wants to do things on their terms, in their way. You are an independent thinker. You like doing things independently. You believe that you know it all, like you know everything already. You know how teenagers do. You like to come to conclusions on your own grounds and your own terms and facts and all of that. Although you can be like very like reserved, cozy, and, you know, laid back and all of that, your wild side comes out. Like, yo, bruh, like you can do a lot that a lot of people wouldn't do. You are a very private person. You only show people what you want them to see. Hence Beyonce, we don't know anything besides what she shows us. Perfection is your aim, and, you know, like, you aim to be perfect. Why be anything less, honey? You know. So now we're gonna go into how to center your energy. So centering your energy, you are an earth sign, so earth is giving, so you must give, you must ground yourself, you must build, you know. And when it comes to meditation, you can meditate mostly on your actually all the chakras, because they're all important, but you rule over the sacral chakra, right? So the sacral chakra is all about creativity and nurturing and, you know, all of that. So you should, you know, like explore your creative side, because I know Virgos are very creative, you know, whether it's drawing, singing, making music, you know, like anything artistic, you know, even if it's just as a hobby, you can use it to like relax, you know, especially if you feel like you can't rest and you can't take a break, you want to always be busy. Painting, you know, or doing all of those can be very, very helpful to your mental stability. And the last one, you can get a plant and just like take care of it and nurture it, and that could be also part of your self-care experience. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you liked it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up so that YouTube knows that it was informative. And if you haven't subscribed, click that subscription button so that you get notified the next time when I drop a video. And I love you so much, and have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Love you.